Okay, so this is going to be part 2 of my 82 cards return. If you haven't seen part 1, then I highly recommend you see it first, because I'm trying to cross-reference what I thought the best and worst score for that particular card was compared to the actual grade from PSA. I did say that I'll try and sort the cards back in order in terms of how I submitted it. Unfortunately, PSA mixed it all up, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. So you're just going to have to put up with me pausing for a second to see what I scored that card. So yeah, let's kick off. So Legacy of Darkness, first edition, Exiled Force, 9 or 10 I thought this could get. So we got a 9. Okay, so that's on the kind of lower end of that. It's fine. 9's pretty solid still. Legacy of Darkness, I think I've got 2 of these. Yep, I do, because I can just see that these bits are in order. And actually, again, I think these were kind of were in good grade, I think, from memory. Yeah, I felt these could get anywhere between a 9 and a 10. So hopefully PSA aren't the kind of anal 9 police on these cards, because I thought these had a chance, but they may screw me on centering, possibly. 10, brilliant, delighted with that. And again, another one, similar score I thought it could get. This one actually looks like it's got better centering, so let's see what it got. And it's a 10, fantastic. Okay, so I got 2 of these, so yeah, hook me up if you want one. If not, no worries, I have it in the collection, more than happy to. Okay, Labyrinth, Nightmare. Sorry. Yeah, these are all completely out of order. Okay, so I thought this could be a 9 or a 10, and we got a 9. Okay, fine, that's not too bad. Jar of Greed, got 2 of these, and yep, again, I think both of them could have got a 9 or a 10, so they've given me a 9. Okay, could be 9 police here. And we've got another one here, which looks probably very similar, so probably a 9, I guess. It's a 9, yeah, okay, fine. Okay, ultra rare, so Marauding Captain. This would be a cool in a 10. Don't have this in a 10, and I can't again. Oh, it's Legacy of Darkness, isn't it? So yeah, I thought this had a chance at a 10, and it got a 10. Fantastic, love it, great card. Okay, this is definitely in a strange order. So because this is Gaia the Dragon Champion LOB, but this is the Asian English version. Kind of picked this up from Japan, and I think from memory I thought this had a really good chance of getting a good score, but because it's LOB, I just feel like they're just gonna kind of take a notch away. So love this in a 10. Look at that foil, I don't know, it's just awesome. So we got a 10. Oh, fantastic, I'm really happy with this. That's awesome. I thought this card was absolutely beautiful. You know, when I was checking it over, it just looks so clean. And yeah, it was just fantastic. Love it. So yeah, delighted with that. And now all of a sudden I've skipped a Pharaoh Servant. So okay, where did I score these cards? Okay, so yeah, I thought this card could have quite a range of a score. Can't quite remember. I need to see if I can find out why. And they've given me a a 9. Okay, so fantastic. Very happy with that. That's awesome. Beautiful card. Fiend, Mega Cyber, ultra rare, first ed, and again that was, where did I mark this up? Okay, so I thought worst case 8, best case this is a 9. So let's see what we got. It's a 9. Okay, cannot be despondent with that. I'm happy with that. That's cool. Limiter removal. Again, thought this could be anywhere from an 8 to a 9. Probably the centering from kind of left to right. So let's see what they gave me. A 9. Okay. I think generally else that the card was very clean, so I'm happy with that. Magical Hats. Gosh, I love this card. How cool is this? I'm not sure if you're like me, but this is kind of one of my favorite cards. Just the artwork and the anime, just kind of, it's got so much going for it. So yeah, I would love a high score here, but I didn't think it would do very well. So maybe I just wanted it graded. And we got a 9. So yeah, happy with that. You know, clearly the centering right to left on this isn't great. So, you know, you got to be happy with a 9, but I guess it must have just been clean generally. So yeah, awesome. Another nostalgic card, Grave Robber. Again, this is just kind of awesome card. Love the artwork, the anime, just again, everything's got, you know, so much going for it. I thought this could get a chance at a 10, and I think worst case I put an 8, but maybe that was just kind of, you know, if I get a 9, I'll be happy. But yeah, a 10 would be awesome. And we got a 10. Okay, so I definitely thought I had a chance at a 10, and yeah, this card's awesome. So yeah, definitely want to keep this one. Back to Legacy of Darkness, last turn. Again, awesome card. And just trying to see if I can find my notes while I scored it. Okay, so I thought a 7 or an 8, and I've put OC, which you can kind of see on this. So let's see, and it gave an 8. So I think it's an 8 because of the OC. It's quite off center, but the card's clean. So yeah, that's fine. I think, you know, from my biggest submission by far to PSA, you know, there's always that apprehension that, you know, you might get completely screwed over and spend $1,600, $1,700 actually with the upcharges. So, you know, I think it's been a great submission. Drop off, yeah, LOD again, and I think I scored this one a 7 to 8, and again, I've put OC, which you can kind of see, you know, it's very OC'd in fact, so I think an 8 is probably the best I'm gonna get on this, and it's an 8. So, yeah, I think PSA, you know, definitely on the point here. You know, so far has been very consistent on the whole, and yeah, I think good job. Fiend, Score Dragon, LOD, cool card. And what did I think this was going to get me? I thought this might get a 8. Okay, an OC. What? So you may have heard people say this. LOD is just shockingly bad for kind of being off center, and you can kind of see I've literally everyone is kind of being off center. And so yeah, they're just notoriously difficult to grade LODs. So yeah, I think an 8's the best again I'm gonna get here, and it's an 8. So yeah. Okay. This one's slightly better centering, you can kind of see. So fiber jar, this is an ultra rare LOD first ed. So I think this one has a chance at a 9, but for some reason I said worst case a 6. So maybe I saw something that I thought maybe they might take a dim view on if they're being super strict. I'm just going to turn the card over and try not to reveal it, but don't know why I thought it might get. Don't know the edging looks okay. I try not to ruin it. So yeah, come on, let's go for a 9 then. It's a 9. Awesome. So yeah. So I think that's fair. I think this is better centering than the others. So I think this is I think that would have been a bit harsh if that got an 8. Oh cool, this is a big card. Dark Necrophia, first edition. Hopefully this is one of the cards hopefully I got an upcharge on, because this would be awesome in a 10, I think. What did I think this was going to get? But I thought this could get between an 8 and a 9. And they've given me a 10. Oh wow, a 10. Oh wow, that's better, way better than I thought it was going to get. I thought I had a chance at a 9, but yeah, a 10. Wow, that's an awesome card. You know, I think this is probably, you know, quite an expensive card actually in a 10. I think definitely be sought after. Yeah. I haven't said in this second video, but I think, you know, everyone has a price. So if there's any cards that you are interested in, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just be building my collection. Oh, I would love this as a 10. This is Legacy of Darkness, Injection Fairy Lily. You know, isn't that beautiful? Look at that secret rare. That's just such a cool card. Love this card. This is awesome. And I thought this could get a 7 or 8, so clearly I didn't think it was worthy of a 10 material, and maybe I just wanted to grade this baby. So we got a 9. Oh wow, that is awesome. I feel like I'm using the word awesome a lot here, but that is just amazing. And this is a 9 in Legacy Darkness first ed, where, you know, the centering is shit, let's put it lightly, most of the time. To get a 9, I couldn't have hoped for much better. So yeah, that's a great return. Fantastic. Okay, so I think I'm coming to the end soon. Well, I said soonish. I think I'm down to like the last 25 cards now, so if you're still with me, brilliant. I think I still got Pokemon cards, but I think I still got Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but now I've got some Pokemon cards all of a sudden. So if you're not a fan, turn away. If you are, then keep watching. And I might have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the end of this video still anyway. Yeah, so I'm just flicking through where these cards were submitted. Okay. So this is for any of those who don't know this, there was like a, you know, this is a no error card. Because basically it doesn't have a number. And I think there was one time where it was a Charizard of this that didn't have the number. PSA 10. I think it sold something for ridiculous, like $500,000 or something, because it was only 10 at the time. It's just absolutely bonkers. So this card's from the same set. It's the blue back version, which came out just before the green, which I guess arguably you could say this is the first ed, and the green one is the unlimited version. But I think, to be honest, the pop is like very similar. But yeah, it's a blue back, so that's kind of more attractive to some people. And because it doesn't have the number, I think that was the kind of the first release of the blue back, but I'm not 100% sure to be quite honest. So yeah, if I can get a good grade on this card, that'd be fantastic. I think I did think, potentially, this card would get a 7. I have to check why. Hopefully it was just me just being very conservative and wasn't anything else, but let's see. It's a 7. Okay. To be honest, it looks amazing on the front. It just looks so clean, for a card that, to be honest, this is misleading as well. This is not 95. I think these cards came out in 97, and this is something to do with, because it says at the bottom, you can see 95 Nintendo, but that's just a copyright thing. That's Nintendo. The actual card came out in 97, so there's this whole kind of thing about this being the first Pokemon card released, and it was turns out it wasn't the Top Sun. It was I think it was the kind of the prison vending cards that came out a year earlier. So there's a bit of misinformation there, but this is still very it's still quite hard to get the no error cards and the blue back and in a good nick, because they are still 25 years old. So I think maybe they saw this kind of very top, sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, the very top left, there's a potential tiny bit of, I wouldn't say it's a fold, I think it's just a bit of worn, slightly worn at that top left. I think other than that, the card is like absolutely clean as a whistle, but yeah, I'm happy with that anyway. So this is a Poliwhirl again. It was what's annoying is that this is a no error card, and they haven't marked that in the PSA submission. This is, a lot of these would have a number here or here, so they haven't made that distinction, even though I've put that distinction in the submission. So a little frustrating on that front. So this no number error anyway. What did I think this was going to get? So I thought this had a potential of a 9, 7 worst case scenario, and we got an 8. Okay, so straight down the middle. That's still a solid car. It's just really annoying that they don't recognize this as a no number error card. They do it for like Charizard, but they're not doing it for the other cards. Yeah, it's like double standards. Talking about Charizard, so this is the 96 Prism card. I think this is what I was talking about earlier, the Cardus vending Prism cards. So this is the red version. There is a green version as well. And yeah, I can't remember which one came first on that version. But because this is a Charizard, they're probably gonna hammer me on the grading, and I'm just trying to find out what I thought this was going to score, and everything's out of order, so frustrating. So I think this had a chance at a 9, I think I said, but equally I said worst case it might be a 6. So let's see what we got. It's a 9. Okay, so I should have stuck with my guns. So that's a great card. A Charizard in a 9 is a good card, for such an old card. And you can kind of see, look, when I was talking about the 95 thing, 95 copyright Nintendo. This came out in 96, and this card, I think it's 95. It's 97 as far as I'm aware. But if you know more information than me, drop it in the chat. Okay, so all of a sudden I'm back on Yu-Gi-Oh! I definitely submit more Pokemon cards, but they're completely out of order. I'm just going to try and race through some of these because my notes are probably completely shot, and I'm finding it a little difficult to talk and flick through the scoring for this, but I will try my best anyway. So yep, this is the secret rare. I think it's had a chance between a 9 and a 10 actually, so we got a 9. Okay, fine. 10 would have been great, but I'm not gonna worry too much. Head cannon, Magician Force. Again, you know, I love the Magician Force cards. I remember buying loose packets of Magician Force for $1 a piece back in the day, and I could buy 100 packs for $100. It's just kind of completely crazy, like what the prices are now these days, and just it's just absolute mental. But I think for this one, if I can find my notes, this was definitely a later submission. I don't think I had that many. Oh, screw it. So I'm just going to go through these. So this got a 9. Okay. Happy with that. Magician Force again. Spell Counselor. Beautiful card. You can see the pop. And it's got a 9. Okay. So that's still, you know, very happy with that. Can't complain. Paladin or White Dragon, you know, this is a great card. It's one of my favorite actually from Magician's Force. Again, I would be delighted if this had a good score. Can't remember the condition, and it got a 9. So, you know, that's a great card for a Fierce Ed. XZ Tank Cannon. Again, we got a 9. Okay, so the 9 police are back out on this one, Magician's Force. To be honest, I don't think there was much wrong with these cards. I think they were pretty clean when I was looking at them. So yeah, a bit of a shame I can't pop a 10. So YZ Tank Dragon, and this got a 9. Okay. Okay, this cool card, Chaos Command Magician. I would love this in a 10. You know, it doesn't look that bad. And we got a 9. Okay, who could have guessed that? But yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, a 9's a great score still. So let's keep going. Tribe Infecting Virus. What do you reckon? A 9? Probably. It's a 9. Okay, so it's 9 all in the Magician Force, and then we get Amazonas Archers, which I think every time someone opens a pack of these days, it always seems to be this card when they have a heavy pack. I don't know why. And we got a 9. Okay. And I think this might be my last Magician Force. Secret Rare. Probably the least popular Secret Rare, but I think it's still a very cool card. Lots of cool pop to it. And quite affordable to acquire this, I think, still. I thought this had a chance at a 9, possibly an 8. And we got a 9. Okay. So 9s all across Magician Force. And now we're back to Pharaonic Guardian, Hellpalmer. Again, this is an awesome, cool card. And we got a 9. Okay, maybe I got a different grader for this one. They're just sticking with 9s at the moment. Oh, I'm back on Magician Force. Okay, I'm gonna go for a 9 then. Oh, it's an 8. Unbelievable. They're going the wrong way. They're going the wrong way. Okay. So let's keep going. Reflect Bounder, Dark Crisis, and we got a 9. Ah, man. For some reason, these 9s are feeling like defeats at the moment. Although I'm pretty sure if I go to my score list when I was doing it, I'm in a better mood. Maybe I should do that. So what did I score this Guardian Grawl? That's Dark Crisis, isn't it? So okay. So I thought this one had a chance of a 9, and worst case a 5. So maybe I saw something that I thought they might be critical on, and we got a 9. Okay, so yeah, well, I got to be happy with a 9 if that was my best case, right? Okay, Manticore of Darkness. We got a, what did we get on this? Probably a 9, I guess. It's a 9. Okay. Oh wow, we're back to TP2 now. Maybe a 9. I don't know. It's a 9. Okay. And now we're to Pokemon. Okay, so this is the green version. I'm not sure what I thought this would get. But hey, let's just reveal it. We got a 9. Okay, awesome. So, you know, Charizard a 9, can't complain. All right, so I think I'm down to the last few now. Mewtwo. Again, beautiful card. Looks pretty clean. And we got a 9. Okay. Okay, another Charizard. Look at that, looks beautiful, doesn't it? And we got an 8. Okay. So they... not sure why that's an 8, but... Okay. Got Mew. I love this card. It's so almost psychedelic. You know, just look at that kind of prism. Yeah, I thought this was a clean card. And we got a 9. Okay. So lots of 9s at the moment, a couple of 8s, not many 10s, but you know, I think when I kind of recap this whole thing, once I got through these final 2 cards, then I think, you know, I'm pretty delighted with what I've got. You know, the Dark Necrophia 10 was awesome. In particular, you know, a few shout outs really. Yep, so Charizard again. Yeah, I tried to call it a Charizard on the on the catalog, but in Japan, Ras and Lars kind of there's a bit of change. So they're sticking with the with that version of it. But anyway, you see this one as often, but I thought it was cool. It's kind of like a card and stickers, I think, at the same time. If you're interested, let me know. And this got a 9. So yeah, that's a pretty cool return for this one as well. This is Bandai 97, so at least they've got that right. And last one is a UFC. So yeah, this one's up for sale if you're interested. This is the kind of pink pulsar that you get in a box. Kind of hoping for a 10. This one was kind of packed fresh. And we got a 10. Okay, awesome. So we kind of finish on a high. But I think generally, you know, across the 82 cards, you know, I'm really happy. You know, there's only a handful really that were perhaps kind of maybe not even like below my worst, maybe at my worst score. But all the other cards were either best or exceeded my best. So you know, I'm kind of really happy with those submissions. So yeah, you know, if you like any, or you just want to kind of say if there's any particular cards that you kind of liked from that reveal, then yeah, I'd be happy to hear what you got to say. All right, peace out. Cheers.